Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Ceremonial opening of Parliament without usual fanfare. The ceremonial opening of Parliament took place Thursday morning along Duke Street in Kingston without the usual crowd and fanfare as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. The event, which marked the opening of the 2021-2022 legislative year, featured a parade by a Guard of Honor formed by members of the Jamaica Defense Force and the Police Mounted Troop Division. Supporters of both the ruling JLP party and the opposition People's National Party were advised to stay away from the activities in keeping with the government's COVID-19 protocols restricting gathering. However, despite being advised to watch the happenings on television and the internet, a few party localists on both sides of the political fence turned up to cheer on their favorite parliamentarians. Though missing the fanfare, the parliamentarians adjusted to the new paradigm and maintained social distance while making their walk to Garden House elegantly decked out in fashionable attire. "We miss it, but we understand the reality," Member of Parliament for South West St. Elizabeth and Minister of Agriculture Floyd Green reported. The JLP parliamentarians made their entry into Garden House from Charles Street, while those of the PNP entered from Beaton Street. Governor General Sir Patrick Allen also saluted the Guard of Honor on the periphery before going inside to deliver the throne speech. The morning proceeding began with the marching of the military band and Guard of Honor, which was followed by arrival of Chief of Staff Rocky Meadow and Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson. The Jamaica Constabulary Force mounted troops then accompanied the Governor General down Dirk Street to Garden House to salute and inspect the Guard of Honor. The national anthem was played by the military band before and after the inspection. "I have been blessed with a good life," says teen in foster care. The Dixons are the only family 18-year-old Philip McLegon knows, and he described them as simply wonderful. Having ended up in state care at a mere 3 months of age, he has no memory of his biological parents, but Philip says that he has been short of nothing. "My mother and the rest of the family has been so good to me, and I could never ask for more," explained Philip. The story he was told is that he was born with only one nostril, and some amount of corrective surgery was required when he was only a few months old. What was not expected was that after the procedure, no one would return for him. Philip then ended up at the Glen Hope Place of Safety in St. Andrew. He, along with a few others, were subsequently taken to a private facility called City of Refuge Children's Home in East Rural St. Andrew, where he would meet his forever mom, Esther Warner Dixon, a supervisor at the facility. Not long after arriving there, a bond between the two quickly developed. Warner Dixon would keep his crib near to her as she worked, and baby Philip would be extremely fussy whenever she wasn't around. Noticing the attachment that the child had formed with Warner Dixon, director of City of Refuge Children's Home, Stephen Puff, suggested that she take the baby home on weekends. Their bond continued to strengthen over the years, and at about age 14, his induction into the family was formalized through fostering. Philip recalled that his welcome into the family was a warm one. "Her family, her children were so happy to have me in the family, and she called her sisters and brothers and told them that she had a foster child. They couldn't wait to meet me, and when they were coming from abroad, they brought me a tons of stuff," he beamed. Warner Dixon had 3 biological children who by that time were already grown and on their own. McLegon added that at no point did he ever feel like he didn't belong. For him, this shift from being in a state-run home to a full family setting was a tremendous blessing. "I had a real family, and I was able to get out and experience the world," stated Philip. Home life, according to him, has been great, and he enjoys helping out around the house. "It's the least I can do to show appreciation to the family that has been everything to me," he noted. School has also been pretty rewarding and fulfilling for Philip, both academically and socially. He shared that his friends have been really good to him and that they were surprised to learn of his background because, in their words, he looked well taken care of. Philip attained 9 CSEC passes and is currently in lower sixth form. When asked what he thinks he'd like to become, his response was definitive. I know I will be a lawyer and a psychologist. I also intend to become a motivational speaker, he added. His mother is extremely proud of the young man he has become, and in describing Philip and the journey with him, the word blessing was the recurring theme. He is a wonderful child, full of life and love, and that decision I made to take the advice of Mr. Puff Puff to take him in was one of the best and most rewarding decisions of my life, indicated Warner Dixon. PNP demands more information on Jamcovid data breach. The opposition People's National Party, PNP, through its spokesman on Science, Technology and Commerce, is demanding the Minister of National Security comes ready to address Parliament about reports that sensitive data of Jamaicans and other visitors were left on an unsecure server. Reports surfacing yesterday indicate that data ranging from COVID-19 test results uploaded to the Visit Jamaica website, quarantine orders, and even 440,000 signatures were accessible to the general public for an unknown amount of time. It's easy to say the data is now secure, but we need to know what caused this breach in the first place and the public assured that this will not reoccur. We're inviting people to come to Jamaica and upload sensitive data through this application, so we must guarantee our visitors that their private data will be safe, said Hugh Graham, the spokesperson on Science, Technology and Commerce. With the kind of information that was left open to potential abuse, we cannot rule out malicious intent without a clear, transparent, thorough investigation. It can't be that you find out about this kind of a breach and a few hours later you say, at present there is no evidence to suggest malicious intent, Graham continued. The minister must be ready to address Parliament on this situation this week, or we must have the permanent secretary appear in the appropriate venue to make public the terms, nature and progress of the investigation. Platitudes and assurances don't have money currency in matter like this. What Jamaicans and the potential victims of identity theft want is a clear demonstration of competence, Graham said. Noting that the ministry indicated an investigation has begun, the opposition spokesperson urged the government to make sure it keeps the interests of potential victims top of mind and to leave no stone unturned before declaring that the data wasn't maliciously made public and that there have been no cases of identity theft occurred from the mishap. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.